Okay, we'll wait till 10 people get in, and then, shit, I get crap in my hair. Edge control. Wait for a few people to roll in, and then we'll get started. All right, we got 2. Yeah, Thomas, my kid's in the hospital. Wait for a few more people to roll in, and then I'll tell you guys what happened. Yeah, it sucks, and I can't even be there. I can't even be there. I'll be there in like 2 weeks. That's the earliest I can get out there. Thank you, Amandy. Thank you, Nancy. So it's not serious, guys, but it's serious, but it's not serious. I'll tell you what happened. We'll get a few more people in here, guys. Share the live. Share the live. Share the live real quick. Go on your Facebook or your Twitter. Click the link. Share the live. Amandy. You know what? One thing about working in hospitality is that I've worked with so many different, I've probably had thousands and thousands and thousands of coworkers over the years. Thank you, HVAC. I've had thousands of coworkers over the years, and I think that you learn so many accents. You know, you learn so many names and like pronunciations and stuff too. So that's one thing about working in this business. All right, guys, we got 6 people in here. Oh, yeah, look. So, look, HVAC, it's serious, but it's not serious. So I just want to tell you guys what happened. We got 6 people in the chat. Let's get 10 people in here, and then I'll tell everyone what happened. 7. Can I get an 8? Can I get an 8? Give me the 8. Give me the 8. Give me the big 8. Give me the big 8. Can I get an 8? I love gambling. It's like, I mean, I don't love it like to where I'm addicted to it, but like I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much. For people who love numbers, gambling is such a good stress reliever. Yeah, HVAC, I know. I know. Well, she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She hasn't even called me in the past 2 days, but that's fine. All right, come on. We got 6. 6. I need that 7. I need that 7. Let me roll a 7. Let me roll a 7 here. Let me roll a 7. All right. We'll just counting cards. Yeah, it is. Yeah, when you play blackjack. Yeah. It gives your, if you're very OCD. Okay, Amandy. I've been to the Harrah's here. I haven't been to the one in Reno. Hey, Josiah. Thank you. Gracias, papi. No, but about gambling. If you're really OCD and you're really analytical and you're really good with like your intuition, then gambling is awesome. It's a really good stress reliever. Like I find that it takes my mind off of everything else, you know? So for me, it's recreational, but I bet if I wanted to be professional, if I wanted to be a professional gambler, I could do it. I could definitely do it. But like, I would need like, You know what I mean? Like, you can't go in there with 20 bucks and make 200. You know what I mean? Like, you can, but you can't. You know what I mean? You got to go in there with 200, and that's how you make 1,000. You see what I'm saying? So it takes money to make money. You can't play nickel slots and make money. You can't play quarter slots and make money. You just can't. You know what I mean? You have to put in more to make more. And if I had like an extra 500 bucks like hanging around right now, I could totally go to a craps table and flip that. I totally could. All right, you know what? 6 people, that's fine. All right, that's fine. It's early. All right, guys, so let me just tell you, we're at 6 minutes now. All right, 6 people at 6 minutes. All right. So I'm not shy about divulging parts of my life to you guys. And if you guys have been on the channel and you've watched enough videos, I know you can kind of piece together some things about me. Yes, I have a 17-year-old daughter. She lives in South Carolina with my mom. Looking at how everything has come down in California, California with like BLM. Thank you, Josiah. I need you to see some stuff right now, okay, Josiah? All right, get your cards, get your candles, whatever you need to do, Josiah. Start seeing right now, because I need help, okay? Today's Save a Christian Sunday is not about saving other Christians. It's about saving my daughter. So that's what we're going to do today. It's totally focused on my kid, okay? And I'm probably saying too much, and I shouldn't, but it is what it is. So with everything that's happened in California, like as much as I didn't want her to go live with my mom, I wanted her to stay with me. Going to high school in Oakland would have been a fucking disaster. Oh, I'm not supposed to cuss on Save a Christian Sunday. It would have been a major disaster, okay? With the riots and the looting and the condition of Oakland and San Francisco right now, it is so freaking scary. Not to mention the quality of education would have been garbage. And compared to South Carolina, I feel like, you know, she's way safe. She's so safe. She's so safe. She's very safe, physically, you know, politically. Nothing crazy is happening at her school, but things are open. Things are open in South Carolina. They're not open in Nevada. They're not open in California. So as much as I don't want her living with my mom, that's the better choice based on how everything has turned out in the past, you know, 9 months. Okay. Oakland has riots all the time. Oakland has riots constantly. There have been riots, and I mean, Trayvon Martin, anybody who gets shot, Stephen Taylor, Breonna Taylor, they don't even, the thing is about Oakland and California, Southern California too, they don't need a reason to riot. They just do it because that's what niggas and Mexicans do. And now the white boys, the Antifa, the trannies, they've all jumped in on it too. So everybody's acting a fool right now. Anyway, yeah, in New York, same thing. New York, same thing. People just turn up, they go crazy. Whenever, I remember growing up in LA, whenever the Lakers won a championship, they would riot. When they won. Not when they lost, when they won. Okay, that's how it is in California. All right. But anyway, like, all right, distractions, okay. So she's in South Carolina. I don't have a relationship with my mom. And for many years, I was able to go no contact with my mom because either I was taking care of my baby or my baby daddy was taking care of my baby, okay? So I've been afforded that privilege, and it's been a really good healing time. But obviously with my daughter moving in with my mom, all of those things get reopened. And a lot of the shit that my mom did to me as a teenager, as a child, she does to my daughter. And she does it in certain ways a little bit worse. You know what I mean? So basically, my mother is a narcissist and a psycho and a sadist. And she loves emotionally and mentally torturing people and insulting people and hurting people. And she's very conniving. She does a lot. Like, she's she's brought frivolous lawsuits against people. She has publicly humiliated pastors that are in the area that she lives in. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say what city in South Carolina. She has, I mean, there's all the things that she's done to me. There's all the things that I watched her do to my dad growing up. There's all of that. Plus, she's called the cops on people in the family. She's called the cops on my daughter so many times. Like, if my daughter's late an hour or 20 minutes or whatever, calling the cops on my kid, like, just doing crazy stuff. So needless to say, my daughter has not had a lot of support. And, she says that, she doesn't really have any friends at school, which is hard for me to believe because my daughter she's like me. Like, she's so outgoing and personable. But then she's also got that I don't give a fuck and I'll fight you in the back of like in the back of like, you can tell in the back of her personality and in the back of my personality, like, we're scrappy. Like, we'll talk it out, but if it comes down to it, I'll snatch you up. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of people we are. But for the most part, we're super. So Amanda, she's this is her senior year. She's supposed to graduate. All right, so I'm just giving you guys context about all the problems. She resents me because I moved to Northern California. She moved in with her dad. She resents me for that. She had a lot of problems living with her dad. I fought as hard as I could. I got custody of her back. It was never like, oh, I had a DUI or I was in jail or I was out, I was partying a little bit, but I was out like doing drugs and like traveling the world while my kid was suffering. No, I was fucking working. You know what I mean? But at her age, she doesn't see it that way. She sees it as like neglect and abandonment, even though I tried to be there for her as much as possible. Like, yes, I came down to LA on my weekends. Yes, I called her on the phone. Yes, I wrote her letters. Yes, I sent her gifts. Yes, I tried to maintain that closeness with her. But if you have teenagers, you know that they reject you. Like, they really, really reject you. They reject you no matter what. Why can't I see my chat here? Okay. They reject you. Like, that's just what teenagers do. Like, and even my friends who have a two-parent household or who raise their kid in like a really, really strong like upbringing, their kids are bad as fuck too. So it doesn't matter what I did or didn't do as a parent because everybody's kids are fucked up. Exactly, Nancy. They rebel no matter what type of home environment you have. They're going to rebel. And that's not saying that that's not excusing my mistakes as a mother. But all I'm saying is that nobody has it right with their kids. And nobody's teenagers are like rational. Right. She's coming into herself and she's going to reject female authority because female authority represents mom. And thank you, Amanda. Thank you. Please, please don't let me think that I'm the only one. Please, please don't let me think that I'm the only one. Everybody's teenagers are bad as fuck. Even the good teenagers are bad as fuck. That's just how it is. So anyway, my daughter, needless to say, the life situations, the family dynamics, the distances, the social anxiety, like all of that plus being a hormonal teenager, plus being alone, plus living with my crazy mom, plus, you know, not seeing me on a regular basis, plus, you know, every freaking thing else, plus COVID-19, plus the fact that even at her school in South Carolina, I think their school is kind of weird. Like, they're in school, but I think they're only there 4 days a week, or they're there half days or something like that. So they're physically there, but even I think 1 day a week, they put them in the auditorium. I don't know what they do, or they're in their classrooms and they have to watch a video or some bull crap. So she's fucking depressed. She's depressed. Okay. All right. You guys got that. Okay. So I'm going to back it up, and then I'm going to tell you what happened before, and then I'm going to tell you what happened with my daughter. Okay. All right. So listen. This is the other shitty part of the story. Okay. One of our ragers, one of our 5%ers, a person that has been incredibly supportive to me, a person that I was talking on the phone with a couple days a week, having really long conversations, really sweet conversations, encouraging, edifying conversations. This person is also depressed, and this person made a suicide attempt. So that's another thing we need to pray for. Josiah, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Josiah. So one of our own has made a suicide attempt. I believe it was either 5 or 6 days ago. Yeah. So 5 or 6 days ago, she made a suicide attempt, and I got a text message from her cousin letting me know she was in the hospital, and they kept her on a 72-hour, but I think she's still there. So I didn't contact her cousin yesterday because I was just like, I can't do anything, guys. Like, I'm at the end of my rope. I can't do anything. Like, look at this. Like, okay, well, I will say this. I finished the stage. Sorry. Ooh, titties. I finished the stage deck yesterday. So this is finally done. Okay. And it looks really good in here. But like, look at my place. Like, it's a complete mess. I haven't taken out the trash. You know, all I'm doing is smoking blunts all day long. I'm not eating. Like, it's horrible. All right. I can't do anything. Okay. So I'm going out of my mind over someone in our Red Pill Rage family. I'm going out of my mind over her. And 2 days later, I get a call from my aunt. My mom doesn't even tell me what happened. I get a call from my aunt saying my kid is in the hospital, because I finally get through to my kid, and we ended up talking for a while. We talked for about an hour and a half that first day. And she called the cops because she told the cops she was going to kill herself. She didn't try. So when again, as I said in the beginning of the video, it's serious, but it's not serious. So if she had actually taken something or cut herself, I would be far more worried. But the fact that she was responsible enough to just say, I don't know what I'm going to do, come get me, to me, that is leaps and bounds away from it actually being a psychotic break. You know what I mean? I think it was stress for her. I agree. She is screaming out for help. Yeah, I agree. She is screaming out for help. And I'm her mother, and I don't know how to help her. I'm like, listen, guys, you guys don't understand, okay? Yes, okay? Have I had a temper? Yes, I've had a temper, okay? I know it is loud and clear, Amanda, but what do? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She's had multiple opportunities to live with me, and she didn't take them. Like I said, I didn't want her to go live with my mom. She's, even when she was with her dad, she had opportunities to come live with me when I lived in Vegas the first time. Okay. She got she had a counselor earlier this year. Okay. Before COVID, she had a counselor. She had a therapist that was really good. Her name was Amy. Even after my daughter lost her insurance, Amy was willing to work with my daughter pro bono, and my daughter didn't take her up on that. A week ago, maybe, no, not a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, sometime then, I get a call. Arista got, my daughter got another counselor. Okay. My daughter got another counselor, and she wasn't keeping her meetings. So the counselor called me to tell me that my daughter wasn't taking her meetings anymore. And then I told my daughter, I was like, just give it a try. I told my daughter I'm in therapy. Megan, my daughter, is 17. She'll be 18 next summer. So anyhow, I told her, I was like, and I was supportive about it. I wasn't mad or anything. I was just like, give it a try. Give it a try. Because I'm in therapy too. I was like, if you can even begin to understand how your brain works, how your panic sensors work, how your amygdala works. I didn't tell her this, but like, I'm letting her know. I told her this like a couple months back. I said, if you can even begin to understand how your brain works, and you take away all the emotional damage, all the baggage, all the family crap, if you take all that away and you even begin to understand how your brain works, it will help you so much. You know what I mean? But, she's 17 and she thinks she knows everything and she thinks she doesn't need any help. But that doesn't matter right now. She's still in the hospital. I've been calling every day. I've been getting phone numbers for some of her old friends and some of her old teachers to kind of make sure that there's a big network of support and that she has access to people that she feels more comfortable talking to. And, people her age, some of my friends' kids that she grew up with. With your daughter, stay on her, take interest in what she is doing, invest into 3 things that she is interested, more attention. Wow, poor baby. Therapy helps a lot. Yeah, Josiah, it was like that. But what you don't understand is that when me and her are together, yeah, we fight a little bit, but our personalities are so similar. Like, all we do is just laugh and make fun of people and talk shit, like, all day. Like, honestly, that's what we do. That's how we bond. Like, that's us. That's what we do. Like, we vibe like that. Me and my daughter, we vibe like that. Yeah, she gets mad at me over nothing. If I mix together her eggs and potatoes and she wanted them separate, she's going to have a shit fit for 2 days, like that's what we go through. That's what we go through. There's times, there've been times where she was with me, like during COVID earlier this year, before I started making videos, and I'd sleep in the car because she'd be so mad. She'd be so mad sometimes. I'd just sleep in the car and be like, damn, I'm scared, But like, for the most part, we get along, we have the same sense of humor. We have the same intellect. She's so smart. She's so cognitively and intellectually advanced beyond her years. So she's awesome. Like, I think my daughter's awesome, which is why, to some small degree, There's a part of me that kind of thinks she did this to just get away from my mom and just have a break from everything. She doesn't enjoy school that much, you know, especially with the COVID restrictions. And the thing is with my kid, though, it's like, damn, she's going to be 18 in 7 months. She's going to be 18 in 7 months. So I'm not going to invest. I'm not going to like invest and like move. I'm not going to like move to South Carolina. I'm not saying you guys said that I should do that. I'm not going to like move to South Carolina, uproot what I'm doing here in Vegas just to, you know, try to be super mom for a kid that has had 3 opportunities in the past 7 years to come live with me and chose not to. You know, I'm going to say this and it sounds Hey, Kyle. Oh, man, Kyle, you just missed it. My daughter's in the hospital, Kyle. Tell Axe, please. I'm kind of ashamed. I didn't want to tell anybody. That's why I haven't been on. But today is Save a Christian Sunday, Kyle. Everybody say what's up. It's Kyle from Axe Truth. We got Kyle in the house. I'm gonna have to do a little Southern Jenny just for. I'm gonna have to do a little Southern Jenny just for y'all. So listen, my daughter's in South CAAANS. She was in the hospital. She's still in the hospital. She called the police about 4 days ago, and she said that she wanted to kill herself. So she is in the hospital. She didn't make any physical attempts to kill herself, but she did threaten to do it. And you know how it is right now. Like, you can't threaten violence against yourself. I don't know if she threatened violence against anyone else. I have no idea. I have no idea. So she called the police. So she's in the hospital right now. I didn't talk to her yesterday, only for like a minute. And I didn't talk to her the day before. But I'm just trying really hard to make sure she has support and she has, you know, they took her cell phone, but she can still use the hospital phone to speak. So as long as no other patients are on the phone, she can use the phone. So I've been trying to make sure she has support. And, you know, I called one of her old counselors. I might have to call another one of her old teachers from LA, call some of my friends' kids that are the same age. Telling you. Trump 2020, baby. I so wish I was at that. Oh, yeah. She is yeah, exactly. Axe Truth in the house. So she's totally going through depression. But I don't want to blame it all on COVID-19. But what I'm trying to say here, people, is I think COVID-19 is the breaking point for a lot of people. It's the breaking point because you don't have the network, the support system, the outlets that you had before to support you to get through whatever normal depression or whatever normal family issues that you had before. You know what I mean? It's the isolation of it. So even in South Kakalaki, the problem is some of the churches, they're still wearing masks. Maybe the isolation and she's not attending school in person. Well, here's the thing, Axe. She says that she hasn't really made good friendships at the school that she's at anyway. And she is in school. I think it's like 4 days a week, or maybe I think it's either 4 days a week or it's a half day or something like that. Oh, snap. Kissing bow in the church. Exactly. So even in, like, I went to my grandma's church last time I was in South Carolina. I went to my grandma's church, and the pastor's wife, I had my mask under my chin because that's how I always wear it. I'm not putting it over my nose. And even the pastor's wife came up to me and just reamed me. Reamed me. And this is my grandma's church. I mean, I know they hate my mom there, but this is my grandma's church. Okay, so they only know, they've known me since I was a baby. They've known me since I was a baby. And the way that they were acting in that church is insanity. Okay, you're gonna put me on the big screen. Oh no. We're having a very vulnerable conversation, but you know what? If I don't talk about this, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm perfect and I'm a perfect mother, and you got a 55-inch, oh, you're going to be seeing all my pores. But I did buy the Cindy Crawford Meaningful Beauty, and it's helped so much. Just, I've had it, I got it 3 days ago, so it's helped a lot. But anyhow, I have to talk about this because, you know, I just got this tattoo here, and it says Breaker of Chains. And this is my, you know, I consider myself dragon blood. I consider myself, I never get sick. Why can't they forgive my mom? Because my mom, it's a long story, Patriots. It's because my mom brought a frivolous lawsuit against them. That's why. I told you, my mom's nuts. She's brought frivolous lawsuits against a lot of people. She's called the cops on a lot of people for no reasons. Like, that's my mom right there. She's a... She's just a mean old fat mammy. That's what my mom is. She's a mean old fat mammy. Mean as a snake. Mean. My mom is mean. Anyway, Josiah, I love her from a distance. I don't love that old lady. I don't love her. But the point is, we don't have, if I don't talk to you guys about this, I'm not going to be able to sleep at night because mom has a rattlesnake for breakfast. Yes, she does. She injects venom into her own arm, and she's immune to it. That's how she spits it. My mom's a reptilian. She's a mutant. I don't know. No, I have to tell you guys about this because, see, the thing is, I'm going to be famous one day. I'm going to be freaking famous one day. And I want to tell you guys about the next project that I'm going to do. And we're going to pray. We're going to pray. I'll wrap it up in like 3 minutes. I'm going to be famous one day. And I don't want to go into the next phase of my life holding any secrets or trying to pretend like I was something that I'm not. You guys know a lot about my past. You know a lot about my sexuality. I've taught, you know, if you watch enough of my videos and you piece things together, you can really get a good idea of who I am. I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm broke as fuck. My credit score was bad for a really long time. I was homeless in various degrees, sleeping in my car. You know, Axe Truth, you know, I called you before you even knew who I was, Axe. I called you long time ago. And I told you how much you had changed my life. So everybody give Axe and Kyle a round of applause. You know, this is a lot of... Kyle's like, you mean your credit is supposed to be good? Yeah, if you want to be a grown-up and an adult. Yeah. But it's getting better. You know, I haven't been the perfect mom. Everybody knows, you know, I've gotten fired from a lot of jobs. Like nobody can say anything about me that I haven't told you guys myself. Nobody can say anything about me that I haven't told you guys myself. So that's why I have to come to you guys with humility. And we need to pray for my daughter, you know, because my daughter is Christian. She is a believer. She's not, you know, a crazy, you know, half Buddhist like me. Yeah, Axe, it was a long time ago. It was before COVID. It was before you put my video up in July, I think it was, that you did that, where we first started talking. It was a long time ago, Axe, really long time ago. You ran yours up in March on purpose. Damn. Bailed in $3,000 in credit cards until they reopened the country. I figured, you know what? Fuck it. I mean, how's anybody supposed to pay him? What is the most concerning to me, and I did a video before I left San Francisco. I'm gonna wrap it up and we're gonna pray. What's most concerning to me, done it with my Amex. Wish you'd done it with your Amex. I still have my boss's Amex and he hasn't asked for it back yet. My boss has not asked for his credit card back, and I'm sure as hell still charging on it, and he hasn't said anything. I love I have the best boss in the whole world. The best boss in the whole world. And he has been so good to me. I made so much money under Trump's economy. Me and my boss made so much money under Trump's economy. We were doing so good. We were doing so good. And the most ironic part about it all is that I was doing corporate dining for Silicon Valley. I was feeding the same assholes that are contributing to the destruction of this country. And we were making a lot of money too. Anyway. All right, so thank you, Josiah. All right, so I don't want to talk about credit cards, but I guess, like, again, the point I was trying to make is that we don't have any sense of relief, and I think that with my daughter, she doesn't have any sense of relief, and I feel the same way. I don't have any sense of relief, none. When I was in, thank you, Janet. When I was in Florida, that was the only time I felt like a normal human being in the past 8 months. It was the only, and then, falling in love with that guy and being with that guy, like that brought some balance into my life that I didn't have. And my daughter doesn't have any balance. She doesn't have any outlets. She doesn't have church. She doesn't have youth group the way that she is used to it. She doesn't have fellowship the way that she was used to it. She doesn't have her boyfriend. They had broken up this past summer. So prior to this summer, she had been with this guy, you know what I mean? Like, she'd been with this little 16-year-old, dumb as a doorknob. Dumb as a doorknob, but gorgeous, basketball star, of course, rapper, of course, but gorgeous, respectful little boy, gorgeous. Yeah, she wouldn't have married him, but it was good for a starter boyfriend. Exactly, Josiah. She needs a solid foundation, and she hasn't had one in a long time, and neither have I. So I guess the goal is for her to for me to figure out how to help her keep it together. See, this is the other part that's messed up. She's so smart. She was going to graduate early. She was going to graduate in February. She didn't even need to stay until June. She's going to graduate in February. But now she can't go to school, and we don't know, and I don't know how, the doctor won't tell me how long they're going to hold her for. Maybe I need a nice Christian man from the church as well. Okay? I mean, I got to lead by example here, okay? And that's what I'm trying to do. All she had to do was hold it together until February. And I know I sound I'm being critical of her, and I'm sorry if I sound like that, But my kid is so strong-minded. I understand she's stressed out. She's having I don't know, an emotional break. But if she'd have just kept it together till February, she could have come back to California. She could have come to Vegas. I would have freaking moved to Tampa. You know what I mean? She's still in, Nancy. It's been more than 72 hours. She's still in. If I could get on a plane and come get her right now, I would. But she's still in. Oh yeah, the deck is done, by the way. So it looks good. Be careful of the men in the church, they're treacherous. Yeah, but I'm sure the women are too. I'm sure the women are too. Oh wow. This is from Kyle. Jesus is for everyone. He's my foundation. I've been 10 years clean from meth thanks to Jesus. No CMA or 12-step at all. Amen. Amen. Amen, Kyle. Janet says she suffers from depression and anxiety. Trust me, it's not something you can keep yourself together. When it comes on, it just hits like a freight train. I know it does. I know it does. But you see, it's like, if she'd have just, and I know this sounds terrible, but if she'd have just kept it together till February, she did not have to stay within my mother's custody because she's only there for school. So if she's not technically in school, she don't have to freaking be there. Okay, I'm the custodial parent here. I'm the custodial parent. She could have come back. She could have been here with me. She could have, hell, you know what? She could have came on the road with me. She could have been my manager. She could have ran my TikTok. She could have ran my Instagram for me. We could have had so much fun together and been together and worked on our relationship. And then, like I said, she's going to be 18 in 7 months. So how much can I do for her when she's going to be 18 in 7 months? I can do so much more for her when she's an adult and when she doesn't have the constraints of school, doesn't have the constraints of being, having court orders, doesn't have the constraints of anything. I know, I'm not putting it all on her. But I'm just saying that this is the timeline that I was having in my mind, and this is the logical timeline. And I know that it's wrong for me to think that way, but I'm just saying, we could have handled this whole situation a hell of a lot differently, and it would have been handled differently. I'm ready to move to Florida, like, not now, but I'm saving money right now. Like, I need to get the hell out of the West Coast because it's not any better here in Nevada. Nevada is screwed. Las Vegas sucks, which is why I'm basically creating this speakeasy here. It's why I'm creating this speakeasy here so that I can have a place that's open secretly that they can't shut me down for. Okay, Kyle, you said I have PTSD and bipolar. I started taking this all-natural pill called Shut-Eye, and it helps so much. Melatonin, valerian root, and magnesium. That might help, or you can ask Axe how much it helps me. Oh, okay, I will. But anyway, guys, we're 45 minutes into this. It's time to start praying. I know, this is what I need to do here, okay? I need to get this little studio going. I need to hire somebody else to come run it, and I need to get the hell out, okay? So I've already come from California to Nevada. Now I just need to make my way from Nevada to Florida, Look at the 11-year-old who shot and killed himself in front of all his classmates on Zoom. We need to open up and get these kids back in school because they need social interaction. If taking antidepressants, you need to plan when you will get off of them to avoid addiction. I mean, this is all complicated stuff. I don't know really that much about the pharmaceutical industry other than it's like making billions and billions of dollars off of something that it can't cure. So I am on a low dose of Zoloft and I don't feel anything, so it's not helping at all. But I am very focused on my therapy, which is 2 days a week. So that helps. That helps. So, I mean, I don't even know if I need the Zoloft. Like, it's been 4 weeks. It's not supposed to kick in until 12 weeks. I'll try it, but I will definitely do the shut-eye for my daughter and make sure that she gets some of that when she's out. But let's pray, guys. Let's just pray. Let's just pray. Let's pray for everyone who's depressed and everyone who's going through it. And then, of course, my rager. I agree, Patriot. Like, routine is more effective than drugs. Oh, yeah, Axe. I think it happened 2 days ago. There was, there was a middle schooler who was in a Zoom call in class, and he shot himself. Yeah. I think my daughter actually believes in God more than I do. But I think that she also doesn't have decades of damage like I do. She has some damage. She has about 7 years of damage, but she doesn't have decades of damage, you know? So I've got a lot more to unwrap, which is why I have so much hope for her, because it's like, if we can nip this in the bud when she's 18, 19, 20, 25, you know, if we can nip it in the bud in her early 20s or her late teens, when she's free, you know, when she's 18 and when she's free and when she can make some decisions for herself and when she can, you know, push me away to a comfortable distance to where she doesn't feel like she's a kid and she's being controlled, but I can be the supportive mom or friend or whatever it is that she needs. But maybe that's all in my head. I don't know. So let's just pray for her and all the kids who have depression and everyone who has depression, because we also have one of our own. So Axe and Kyle, you didn't hear this before you came in the chat, but like literally 48 hours before my daughter went into the hospital, another one of the fans, like one of my top fans, like someone who's always in the chat, always leaves comments, someone I talk to on the phone like frequently, she made a suicide attempt as well. So she actually took pills and she's actually in the hospital. So on top of being completely sad about her, 48 hours later, my kid is in the hospital. So it's a lot for me. And I've been very, very low functioning because I can't think or focus on anything. All right, so let's all bow our heads and let's pray, because it is time to break those strongholds. And if you guys want to pray for each other, please, you know, pray for each other in the chat. Just type, you know, God bless you, and then put the name, okay? All right, so we'll make this a collective, concerted effort. Even though this episode is about my daughter, it's really about everybody who's gone through it. All right. Okay. Dear God, we come to you with humility, and we come to you with, I'm not going to lie, we're not super motivated right now. I mean, some people are super motivated and happy. I'm not. I'm not. And a lot of us aren't. Our strength is waning. Our faith is being tested. And we are asking you for the strength to hold us up as pillars for this country, pillars for our family, and even pillars for within ourselves. We are asking you for supernatural, superhuman, miraculous strength and endurance to stand this test. Dear God, I want to pray for everyone who has depression in this country right now. I want to pray for my daughter. I want to pray for Mr. Wonka. I want to pray for my last boyfriend who is still very depressed over the loss of his wife. Let him know how much I love him still. I want to pray for all the ragers and all the patriots who are on this channel who might not be as open in the comments as the ones who have been here today. I want to pray for the ones who can't speak up for themselves because they're stuck, they're yoked, they're imprisoned. They don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. They have a little bit of hope, but it's not enough. I want us all to be able to walk in joy, especially the kids, God. The adolescents, the teenagers that have been raised to love and to share and to have community and to joy each other and to compete and to cry together and to play together. All these kids that have, up until 7-8 months ago, we've encouraged them to be productive little members of society, and then we take them all away from each other. We take them away from their teachers. We take them away from the people that have supported them, because not a lot of kids get support at home. Look at my family. Look at my family, God. Look at me. Look at my baby daddy. Look at what we've done to our daughter. And now she doesn't even have the love and support and encouragement, the joy, the laughs, the moments, the high school experience that she deserves and all children in this country deserve to have. She doesn't even get that. She doesn't get homecoming. She doesn't get prom. She's not going to have those things to even look back on her senior year and say, damn, at least I had, life was hard, but at least I had fun. We can't even give our kids that because of the New World Order, all over some Satanists and some pedophiles that want to stay on top, all over some Illuminati people, all over some Freemasons because they got an ego. That's what our society is paying the price for, so the Illuminati can maintain their ego, so Masood can maintain their ego. Are you kidding me, God? Are you kidding me right now? This is why we're paying the price over some Satanists? Are you kidding me? I don't mean that disrespectfully, God. I mean that from my heart, because I don't understand it. Dear God, infuse the American people with a fire under their asses that they have never felt before in their entire lives, God. Put that fire in their bellies, put that in their tongues, put that in their hearts like you have put it in mine, like I have never felt before, like I have never been called to before. Like all these YouTubers that are sacrificing their life, their reputation, putting it all on the line to try to encourage other people to fight back. That's all we're here to do. We're not monetized. We're not scam artists here. Some people are, but we're not. We're doing this because you told us to do it. We're doing this because we see that we are going to lose our kids if we don't. My daughter at 17 years old, she is the only thing that I have. The only thing that I have shown for myself is her. The only thing that I've accomplished in my life is her. The only good thing that I've done is her. The only selfless thing that I've done is her. Dear God, you wouldn't let me have an abortion. And when you wouldn't let me have an abortion, you let me know that she'll be protected. You will protect her. The angels will protect her from herself, from anyone in the family that's stressing her out, from the insanity that we all need to protect our minds from, the insanity of the matrix, those zeros and ones that are just like right in front of our eyes, and they're manipulating us and hypnotizing us and putting a hex on us. You, God, we are demanding, and we stay in agreement. We say in agreement right now that you break the hex over this country right now. You protect our president. You protect our patriots. And you protect our children. We don't ask this in Jesus' name. We demand this in Jesus' name. We claim this in Jesus' name. You said by your stripes we are healed. And if that is the case, then by your stripes, our family, my family, and all of the Ragers' families will be healed. God, I want to ask you to forgive me for all the ways that I've strayed and doubted. Because when it comes down to it, as much as I've tried to run from my call, I know your voice, and I know right and wrong, and I know your spirit. I can feel it. I can see it. You have blessed me with a brain, with the intellectual capacity to even intellectualize it. I understand the mysterious, mystic things in life. I understand them better than ever. And the funny thing is, they lead back to you. They lead back to you, God. I can go any way I want, but it all leads back to you. So, dear God, we say uniformly, and we say this together. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. All right, guys. All right. That is it. Let's wrap it up. Amen. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Oh, we ready. We ready. Because you see, this ain't the HR department. This is not the HR department here. We the operations department here. We not trying to be all nice. Okay? We'll cut MF's ear off if we have to. Okay? I'm ready to go Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Hold on. Don't leave. Don't leave the chat. Let me show y'all something. I ain't playing with these people. Hold on. Hold on. Shit. Think I won't cut somebody's ear off. Ask me. Ask somebody. Ask somebody. We carry this sword. I carry this sword. I don't carry it, but I have it here in case I need it. Okay. This is called a cold steel gladiator. Okay. This ain't, I got so many blades in this place. It ain't even funny. Listen, God is arming us with the sword of truth. That is our sword. The truth is our sword. Now, if I gotta use this on Antifa, I will. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. You guys are, you're gonna change my name from Jenny to Petra. Because I'm gonna go full blown David, Gideon, and Peter on somebody. When it comes to these kids, this is the way we need it to be. Okay? If we had more people protecting our kids, we wouldn't have all these problems that we have with our kids. Protecting their minds, protecting their hearts, protecting their spirits, and protecting them physically. You know? So, amen. Thank you guys. All right. So listen, I'm going to go back. I'm going to read a couple of these because I'm not on the regular StreamYard. So this is just YouTube and I'm doing this from my phone and my phone's about to die. So I'm going to try to scroll through everything I didn't see when I had my eyes closed. Yes, Axe, she's alone in the hospital. Yes, Kyle, there's bad spirits working overtime. All right, so here's the thing too, okay? I made the decision with my daughter that I have to set a better example and I am not allowed to ever be depressed or suicidal again. Because it's one thing when it's you, but when it's somebody you care about, it becomes a lot more real. And this is too much reality for me. And now I need to actually live up. I need to live up to this tattoo. I don't even know why. No, I got this tattoo on Friday the 13th. My girl over here, her tattoo shop is right over here. It's right outside. She's like literally like two businesses down. So my girl, she was doing a Friday the 13th special. So I've been wanting to get this for a long time. It says Breaker of Chains. I got to get my dragons filled in, you know. I used to call myself the Khaleesi of craft back when I was doing craft beer podcast. So I'm just rambling, but we can't be depressed anymore. Like everybody has to be happy now because it's the depression. See, I've been saying this for months. You see, what happens outside in the world, we can deal with. But what happens inside our own heads and inside our own hearts, that's the shit that we can't deal with. Sorry. Yeah, my phone's going to die, guys. Thank you, Josiah. The spirit with your daughter, my protection. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Although, Janet says, although we are looking to the negative of what's happening, like the corona, we need to look at what we've learned over the past year and how much we've grown. Yeah, I've grown a lot. God, what is in my hair? I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot. When you have willpower, you can achieve anything. Thank you, Patriot. God gave you your weapon of truth. Now is the time to use it. I'm trying to use it. I'm trying to use it. Pray. Ed says, pray for the light and be the light of the world. I'm trying. Okay. And then Ursula says, "Ah, dear God, please help all of those in need." That's right. Help everyone. God bless everyone in this chat, because the only thing we have is our connection to one another. Being alone is not okay. Yes, it's not. HVAC says, protect her head to toe in God's shield and armor of angles. That's right. Janet says, my depression started at the age of 17 when 9/11 happened. It's crazy. Now I'm 36. I still have depression and anxiety, but with God, I'm getting better. All right, listen. This is how it's got to be from this point forward. I know that it's easier said than done. But now we're losing our kids. Okay? Now we're losing our country. So there's no more time for sadness. We have to be happy. We have to walk around with a smile on our face. I don't give a shit. Fake it till you make it. Okay? No more sadness. No more. It's broken. It's gone. We broke it when we prayed. It's gone. No more. Okay? Nobody is allowed to be sad any freaking more. We've all got to rise out about it. And one thing that I realized having taken therapy, and for those of you who have not been in therapy, you're not going to understand this. But if you have, you'll understand this. Listen, first of all, it's not all about you. The reason you're depressed is because you think it's all about you all the time. Even if you're a selfless person, you still think it's all about you. Secondly, okay, we're depressed because we're not living our true purpose and we're not living in alignment. That's what it is. So if you want to get out of depression, you just got to get into alignment, figure out what your true purpose is, and go out and do it, okay? Number 3, it's all in your head. It's not in anybody else's head. It's not in anybody else's responsibility. It's not in anybody else's, it's not in anybody else's, what do you say, like, range. You know what I mean? It's not in anybody else's range. The things you feel, your guilt, your shame, the things you don't want to talk to anybody else about, is all in your head. It's not real. It's not tactile. It's not real. So when we keep replaying and replaying and replaying and replaying and replaying, see, life is still going by. It's going by, and we're stuck here replaying shit, like with our eyes covered, and we're replaying the same record over and over and over and over and over and over again. Take the record off the record player and smash it on the ground today. Today, we can't afford to be depressed. We are losing people. People are dying. We cannot afford to be depressed anymore. Period. I cannot afford to set an example of anxiety and depression for my child, because look how it turned out. Look how it turned out. I didn't give my kid good coping mechanisms. I didn't give my kid a way to release her stress. I didn't teach my kid what I didn't know for myself. And now that I know those things for myself, she's in the hospital. Bang up job that I did as a mom. Bang up job. Bang up job. But am I going to sit here and have suicidal ideations over it and feel like shit about myself over it? No, because if I do, then I am just the piece of shit that my kid thinks that I am. I have to show her. Wait a minute. you can get off of the freaking wheel. You can get off of the track. You can get off of the roller coaster. You can make the choice to get off of the roller coaster. That's the choice that I'm making. That's the choice that my doctor and my therapist and my group is helping me make. I have a great doctor, by the way. Great doctor. My last doctor was better than this doctor, but they're both good. Talk to a doctor if you... Hey, 11:11. That's 11:11. Let's all make a wish. Let's all make a wish. Skyfall. When I talk about Skyfall, which I haven't talked about in probably a couple of months, but when I talk about Skyfall, I'm talking about 11:11. You know who you are. I see you, Axe. I know you are too. That's why God made sure that I got to meet you, because I knew I had to. Anyway. Oh yeah, I would love to take my daughter. You know what? She came to Charleston with me. She met Brandon. Yeah, she loves Brandon. Oh my God. Oh, my daughter was Listen, guys, I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to brag. But I'm the life of the party. And my daughter's the life of the party. So let's just say, like, me being there and Arista being there is like, it made an impact in the energy of the party. So yeah, I would love to take my daughter to another Walkaway. I would love to, and it sounds like, from what I see, Walkaway is going to continue doing rallies forever, because Brandon will not sit his butt down. But I know why he does it. He's called to do it. I know why. I just wish they wouldn't spend so much money. Hold on, Patriot said, when you were there, did you feel a greater sense of love from the people than ever before in life? Yeah, I did. And maybe that's why I can't walk away from this, literally walk away from this. Maybe that's why I can't walk away from this, because I know that the tribe is gathering, guys. The tribe is gathering. Okay, this is Armageddon, ladies and gentlemen. The tribe is gathering. The 11:11s, the Buddhists, the real Christians, not the fake Christians, not the lukewarm Christians, but the real Christians. Okay, even the atheist libertarians that aren't about this pedophile shit, they are a part of our tribe, and our tribe is coming together like it never has before in the world. So, you know, that's something that I take comfort in. Before, like, I got Axe Truth on speed dial. I got Genuine on speed dial. I got Joe Biggs on speed dial. I could probably get Gavin McGinnis's number if I wanted to. I got Nick Miles on speed dial. Do y'all know how many people I know right now? Do you guys have any idea how many people know who I am right now? Like, even though I don't have a lot of subscribers, when I go to events, everybody knows who I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. But God has brought people and friendships into my life that I never imagined. You know how it is? Okay, listen. And I got to end this because the phone's going to die. I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, so listen, you know how it is when you're like, let's all think back to when we were liberals. Now let's ask ourselves, when we were liberals, what was the quality of the friendships that we had? What was the quality of the intimacy, like, and I don't mean physical intimacy, the psychological, cognitive, emotional, spiritual intimacy. What was the quality of the intimacy that you had with liberals? I can almost guarantee that when we talk about relationships like that, we're talking about very superficial relationships, okay? But with conservatives, the great thing is, by default, generally speaking, yes, there are some fakes, there are some red herrings, there are some double agents. Yes, okay? There are a lot of people with serious personality disorders. Yes. But generally speaking, when you're dealing with conservatives, oh my God, Jay, I'm in Oakland too. Jay, write me an email, redpill_rage@protonmail.com. Make sure I have your info so when I go back to Oakland, we can touch base. And I'll probably be back there at the beginning of January. I have to go get some things because my stuff is still out there. Anyway, with conservatives, generally speaking, you're dealing with people who may have come from two-parent households. You're dealing with people who have a very strong sense of independence and self-reliance. You're dealing with people who don't bitch about the problem, but they try to solve the problems in their lives. You're dealing with people who don't have a whole lot of angst against the world or angst against authority. You're dealing with people who are, generally speaking, a little bit more calm, maybe. Generally speaking, you're dealing with people who have some level of self-awareness and some level of morals. And thank you, Kyle. They have a love for their country. So it's kind of like for my whole life, like I was here intellectually, but everyone in my life was down here intellectually. Like the liberals, like this, even the smart ones, the yoga people, the Burning Man people, the artist people, all these liberal intellectuals, literally their IQs were like that much lower than mine. Okay. But with conservatives, it's like, oh, we're kind of like here, you know. That's not to say there's not some weirdos. There's some weirdos. There's some serious weirdos that I have met out here on the road. There's been some weirdos on my channel. There's some weirdos. Don't get me wrong. But generally speaking, with conservatives, when you're kind of like here, you're starting on a more even playing field. Your moral compass and your values is going to be a little bit closer together. Your willingness to work hard and have ethics in your life is a little bit more close together. It's exactly, Kyle. It's more like an equalizer. It's definitely like an equalizer. And when you're dealing with other conservatives, you don't need to go back and do as much deprogramming. And that's what makes it easier. Because when you're dealing with liberals, you have to do so much deprogramming and arguing before you can make an impact on them. But with other conservatives, I don't feel that. So that's pretty cool. All right, y'all. The phone is going to die. I would like to, everybody make sure, if you're not already following Still the Truth, that is Axe Truth's channel, Still the Truth, okay? Listen, I don't even get all of the notifications. I have to go back and check periodically because I'm not getting everything. I myself am losing a lot of subscribers, and everyone is. Verstine, everybody's losing subscribers left and right. It's totally fine. It doesn't matter. Just make sure that you guys are all gone and resubscribed, you know, just to double check yourself, okay? Please do not forget about the Patreon. The Patreon is American 5%. If you go into the show notes, click on show more. I have all of my links on there. The Patreon is there. You can also visit my website, which is www.redpillrage.net. www.redpillrage.net. There's the buttons are on there. I have my treason list, my 2020 treason list. Thank you, Rob. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I have Twitch, Kyle. I don't have D Live, I have Twitch. But I'll get on D Live too. Oh yeah, yeah. No, but I'm not getting Verstein's notifications. I'm not getting Jericho Green's notification. I'm not getting Steve Bannon War Room. I'm not getting Thank you, J Red. I'm not getting anybody's notifications. So I just stopped trying. So I just go to people's websites. So but anyway, guys, the last thing that I want you to pray about, like you can pray about this personally, but remember, guys, that I said I was going to devote the rest of my life to trying to deprogram our country and deprogram the youth. Well, I've got some good things on the horizon. I found a way to start a Roku and Amazon Fire TV channel. So that is going to be my goals for the rest of the month, is to create content that is actually retail ready, not just YouTube quality, but TV quality. So it requires some different specs, and I might have to shoot things in a different way, but it's going to be really good. So if you guys don't hear from me, you're not going to probably hear from me until Friday, because I just don't have the mental capacity to like talk a lot right now. I've got other things I need to do. But I made a logo for the Roku channel, and I wanted you guys to see it and to be meditating on it and praying on it, because this isn't just for me. If I can show my fellow YouTubers how to create the TV. So like, I'm not like a technical genius here, but like certain aspect ratio and like, I don't know, like pixels or something for YouTube is, and for your phone, it's not the same as the TV. So I'm gonna start teaching people, like people that I know, including you, Axe and Verstein. I'm gonna start teaching you guys how to do it, how to shoot in a certain way. Sorry, guys, my stomach. Oh, yeah, and I got diverticulitis too, so my stomach's hurting. And then you could put your show on my channel, and it's going to run. It'll be available 24/7. And so that's my goal. Is I've basically given up on YouTube. Like, I'm not trying to be a YouTube star. I'm trying to think even bigger than that. And the great part is, now is the perfect time for conservative news networks and alternative news networks, because everyone hates Fox. So it's like the perfect timing for everyone. Anyway, yes, there's OAN, and there's American News Network, and there's Newsmax, and there's all these other ones. But here's the problem with all of the other news shows. Everyone that